Drop this in the.
Welcome back to the incredible Rockers Propaganda channel. It's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AK_VVS. And we have yet another of the improvements episodes that I'm doing on the Core 6. And I think it's only fitting that I drop the Thompson video on a Sunday right before y'all go to church. Some of y'all don't go to church. Some of y'all need to be in church because some of y'all ain't living right. I be reading y'all tweets and all that. Some of y'all ain't living right. You need help. But anyway, before we get into the video, man, be sure to hit that like button. Y'all be watching my videos and I know y'all be liking the content because some of y'all be watching forever. It be 90% of y'all be watching my videos, not hitting that like button, not hitting that sub button. But you'll comment in there though. Tell me about something that I may have got wrong every now and again. Can't be perfect. But yeah, let's go on and jump into the man of the video, the man of the hour, Thompson. Yes, drafted number 4 overall. Some said he might have the most or second most potential in the whole draft of 2023. It's yet to be seen, but you can see a lot of the flashes throughout the season. Let me, I guess, pick out some of the things that I kind of like. I was doing some digging, and there's some numbers that I had, found out about him, Thompson, that I'm really feeling that you can really see it on the court. So he was first in rookie steals. Amongst qualified rookies, he was 5th in net rating. He was 3rd in defensive rating. And he was 2nd in deflections. Yeah, all of that passes the eye test because Buddy really made his mark on the defensive end. And truthfully speaking, I didn't think he was going to be this good of a defender immediately. I thought that would be maybe a season 2 type thing because we didn't know how the defense was going to translate from overtime elite, with the different athletes that are there versus NBA level athletes, obviously. But if you do remember too, he started the season kind of shaky on both ends. He started the season kind of shaky, and then he got hurt. He had the little ankle injury. Then he was out, and he came back and got sick. And then when he did come back, then when they wanted to ramp him up a little bit, they sent him down to the G League. So he only played a total of 62 games on the season. So he missed 20. Yeah, so he missed 20 games of the season. But that's all right. Man, that's cool. Some of his other strengths, though, his basketball IQ, man. His basketball IQ is crazy. And his basketball IQ is so crazy, and he's so skilled and so talented. They switched this man's position on a whim. Like, we brought him in expecting him to be backup point guard, or to start off backup point guard, but probably play a little 2, a little 3. Man, Alperen Sengun went down. Ime said, all right, go play power forward. And he excelled immediately. Hell, he looked better at power forward than he did playing point guard. And he been a point guard his whole life, had the ball in his hands his whole life. Next thing you know, Buddy is playing power forward, playing power forward. He a double machine, playing demonic defense. I'm talking scaring the bejesus out of anybody who he's on because he got this long wingspan. He athletic as all hell. Like when you see him spread his arms, it's almost like you see a eagle about to take off and fly. Like, that's terrifying, man. He stand in front of you, open that wingspan, and you a little 6'2" guard. Where are you going? Where you going? Where do you think you're gonna go? And even when he's guarding bigger guys, his length bothers them. Hell, how many people can you say you remember blocking Kevin Durant on a jump shot? How many people can you say you remember blocking Bobo? Yeah, he did that in the same game. Yep. That's Amen Thompson. That's the Amen Thompson that we got. But, you know, we know he could pass. He's flashed some passion. We know he can rebound. We know he can defend. Talk about some of the weaknesses, man. I talk about some of them shortcomings. What is it that we need him to improve upon coming back next season? What does he need to be in the lab cooking on? What is going to be in his test tube this summer? This is what I'm thinking. And it's probably going to be obvious. It's probably the most obvious things with Amen Thompson. One of them being the shooting. So you look at his field goal percentage, he's shooting 53%, but that's because, I think he took 23% of his field goals was dunks. So, of course, that's going to raise your field goal percentage. Then a lot of the other ones is layups. I don't know the exact number, but a lot of the other ones is layups. Man, I can probably count on both hands, maybe 10 times he hit a shot that wasn't in the paint. Matter of fact, bruh, if you're going to be a point guard, if you're going to be anywhere on the perimeter, you can't be shooting 13, 14% from three, man. That's poo cheese. No, sir. No, sir. And the crazy thing is, if you heard somebody shooting 13% from three, you'd think they'll shoot like 50% from the free throw line. He's shooting 68% from the free throw line, which is better than you would think for someone with such a funky jump shot. And when in his form too, is as much as it's actually improved from the overtime elite, man, that thing still look like he need to take a painkiller every time he shoot the ball. Cause why does the motion look like that? It look like you in pain, my brother. Do we need to go see a doctor? Do we need to go see a chiropractor? Something in your spinal cord, your spinal column? What's up, bruh? But he's a savant. He's a student of the game. He knows his weaknesses. I think he even mentioned that in his post game presser after the last game, the exit interview. By the way, in his last game, he had a triple double. He started the game at point guard. How about that? That's probably something that's going to be a regular thing for him if he ever becomes the starting point guard for this team. But yeah, that was the most obvious. I think another one of the most obvious ones too is, of course, it's the handle, but I think the handle is more of a product of if we want him to be more of a guard, especially a point guard or a lead ball handler. He need to tighten that thing up if he's going to be handling the ball a lot more. He need to tighten that thing up. So I think one thing that I kind of noticed with his dribbling is he dribbled kind of tall. You ever go to the park and most everybody around between like 5'8", 6'2", but you got the 1'6'8" dude who just taller than everybody, but when he dribble, like it's easy to rip him because he dribbles so tall instead of getting down low. Most of the people defending you out there on the perimeter are gonna be right at the ball anyway with your tall ass. So I think that's a problem that Amen Thompson has. Like I think he kind of got used to out-athleting people in the overtime elite, and he didn't really have to work on his handle as much. But in the NBA is it is the end-all be-all when it comes to whatever you need to work on. Because if you're not good at something, the NBA gonna let you know about how they guard you. So I've noticed you ball pressure Amen Thompson. He start being a little loosey-goosey with the rock, and because his dribble ain't tight and he's dribbling tall, he either loses the ball, or he dribbles off his foot, or he gets ripped. Something like that. Long term, if he's gonna be the point guard for us, this is a non-negotiable. But he gotta get that handle right. He really gotta get that handle right. Now, if he never does, I'm alright with him being more of a point forward. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I just think it kind of hinders his potential. Because, he'd be an average size wing, but if you 6'7", with the athletic gifts that he has, running point, yeah, that's a matchup problem every single game. Because you don't want to be a perimeter player and you getting guarded by centers, because that mucks up the whole offense. Because when the if Amen Thompson's the lead ball handler, and let's say like OKC would do when they would put Chet Holmgren on him. Now Chet Holmgren gonna end up Chet Holmgren end up in there looking like Hakeem Olajuwon, the way he's blowing up every ball screen, anything coming in the paint. Chet Holmgren got that. He finna swat that thing out the wazoo, cause he know, yeah, this dude with the ball, Amen Thompson, he want to come to paint. I'm gonna block his stuff too. Anybody else coming here, they gonna get blocked too. Cause I know none of y'all can really shoot like that, especially Amen Thompson, who not even gonna take a jump shot outside. So, and as a matter of fact, you can even argue that's probably the biggest thing that he should improve over the jump shooting. Really, is that ball handling. Now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, the last thing I probably have to. This is a little bit nitpicky of me, and this isn't that necessary. But it's just something that I'd like to see. I want to see more aggression offensively of him, but I think that's probably going to come with improvements in the handle and the jump shot. Because if you're going to run, again, this is going back, all of this is in context of him running point guard like we drafted him to be. If he can shoot and his handle is elite, he must be more aggressive offensively trying to score, because all that's going to do is keep the defense in a constant bind. They're going to have to pick, man, do we want him to put 40 on us, or would we rather him have 20 assists on us? Because he's still going to get us by 10 rebounds. How would we rather lose? That's the question that you want a defense to have to ask if you're Amen Thompson. The defense got to be asking me how I want them to lose. So being aggressive offensively, man, all it's gonna do is gonna force defenses to, commit extra defenders. And with his already gifted passing, I mean, he's a willing passer, and he got great court vision. All he got to do is direct a little bit of traffic, send one of his teammates one way, send another one the other way, and just to rock. That's really all he got to do, because he's really good at seeing the whole floor at all times. Like he really low key got some Magic Johnson kind of vision. But some of the passes that he's made has been like stupid. Like, bruh, how did you even see that? But again, the fact that his handle isn't the best right now and the jump shooting isn't the best right now kind of hinders his playmaking ability. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I could be overthinking that, but man, y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think Amen Thompson should work on the most. Let me know if y'all wanted to add anything too. Did I miss something? Is there something else as well that y'all think he need to improve on? Did I go a little bit too hard on him? Honestly though, I think he probably does still have the highest ceiling. Because if he reaches every mark, if he plugs every hole in this game, there's nobody in the league that can touch this man. He'll probably be, hell, at worst. At his peak, at worst, he'll probably be the third best player in the league. And that's like worst. In best case scenario, obviously, best player in the league. But that's my initial thoughts. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feeling. It's been your man's AK Infinity. Once again, follow me on Twitter at AKInfinity_VVS. This is the Rockets Propaganda channel. Appreciate you for hanging with me. Hit that like button if you're still around, because if you this far, you like the video. Go ahead, hit that button. Spit out that haterade if you swallowing too much. Holla at you.